So I've prepared a piece of vinyl by measuring and drawing out the geometries of the 3 panels. And so you have the main panel, which is 72 inches long by 30 inches wide. And then you have 2 side panels, which are 27 inches long by 24 inches wide. And they have a truncated corner. And you make the truncated corner by leaving 18 inches of vinyl on a long side and 12 inches of vinyl on a short side. And when you connect those and cut the corner, then you are left with a 15-inch edge. The next step is to mark the faces of the main panel. So the first face has a width of 18 inches, the second face has a width of 15 inches, the third face has a width of 12 inches, and then the last face has the leftover 27 inches. Now that we have marked out the crease lines on the main panel, I've used them to measure out the notches that we're going to cut to enable the panel to fold. Each of the notches has different dimensions, so I'm going to step through one by one and show you how to measure out each one. It's important to note that the measurements on these first 2 are not exact, but they're easy to measure and they're just over the exact dimension, because if you go just under the exact dimension, then the edges will overlap when it's time to fold the device, and that makes it hard to put together. So to start, this first notch is at the edge of the 18-inch face. All of the notches are 2-inch tall triangles, and on this first notch, each base point of the triangle is 1 inch away from the center line. On the next notch, which is at the other side of the 15-inch face, it's again a 2-inch tall triangle, and each base point is 13/16 of an inch away from the center line. On the last one, which is on the far side of the 12-inch face, it's again 2 inches tall, and each base point is 2 inches away from the center line. Now it's time to cut the notches. We're going to use a 1/4-inch hole punch to cut out the tip of the notch and then cut the edges with scissors. This is the final cutting guide for the main panel of the device. Here you can see a close-up of the markings for the elliptical hand entry ports. The center point of each port 6.5 inches away from this crease line. And then the center point for the ports are 11.5 inches apart. Here you can see the back face of our device where we've drawn guides for cutting slits to allow entry of the patient's torso. Our center slit starts 15 inches from the bottom of the device, and then the other slits taper down from there.